Welcome back, bitches.
We can't start like that. Look, it's a beautiful day, mate, but let's think of a more respectful way to do it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the DNA Sportscast.
How are we, everyone? I just realised no one can really talk back to us, but it's a beautiful day here in southeast Melbourne. Loving it here.
Yeah, mate.
Now, finally, this year's been a bit miserable, if I'm honest, but in terms of weather, but it's finally on the up. Finally on the up here. This is awesome. But you know what? Speaking of on the up, seems like we are in terms of our predictions, mate, and our results. Now, last week, the game week's still going, but it's been quite a topsy-turvy game week. We had loaded games full of goals. Some games ended 0-0. I think it's been a pretty good game week so far.
Yep. All right. So, game week. I don't even know which one it was, but the last one.
9?
10?
9. It's seeping into 10 this weekend. Yeah.
Sure it's no.
Well, it's going to 11.
This is 11 now. We're in right now.
Why are you saying 9 then? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No. Last week was game week 11.
Was it?
Yeah.
Man, the way they schedule and what they deem as game weeks, you know, that means we've got the headline wrong on our last video in terms of you know what game week. I think we did.
Might have.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't even think anyone realizes what game week it is. We look at the top 6, and you're like, okay, they've played 10 games. Okay, it's game week 11. But now I think they're just edging over to. Yeah, now they're edging over to 11 now. So you've got Arsenal on top and City. And you got Tottenham with a game in hand.
Yeah,
I mean, game in hand behind.
Yeah,
anyway,
because
with 11.
Because there was a whole bunch of games postponed when Lizzie hit the sack. I might have got that out.
That is fucking morbid, mate. So Lizzie's in a box now. What else can we talk about? Thanks to Lizzie, we got a couple of weeks off, and now looks like we're back in it well and truly. The boys are up and about. It's good to have the football back. Now let's run through our results. What did we say? Let's update the scores between us two. You know, as we know, it's 3 points for predicting the team and also the correct score.
Yep.
Whereas only 1 point if we correctly pick the team
the result
could be a draw as well. So I think you're ahead by how many? 2. Okay,
7 to 5.
Let's see if I made some ground this week.
So let's see. You, my friend, it was a bit of a rough week for both of us actually.
Really?
A lot of upsets.
Dude.
You, my friend, got 3 out of 10.
We need to stop saying out of 10. That just makes it sound so fucking bad. But to be honest though, it's not like AFL footy tips. You get one or the other. There's also draws you got to take in consideration. Yeah. All right, don't judge me.
You also got 1 correct score.
Okay, yeah.
So that puts you on 5 points total.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
So you're on 10.
That's not too bad. Yeah. 10. Right. Jesus. Well,
and then I got 4 out of 10.
That's not bad. That's all right.
But I love how I made a reel for the Instagram account talking about our ball knowledge.
Yeah, but you just highlight the most important information. Why would we give out false information?
Score each, but
why would we give out false information? Nah, at the end of the day, like I think you can. It's the nature of the podcast, man. Like you're gonna talk a lot. You're gonna be, you're gonna be in the moment a lot. You're gonna be thinking about what you said previously about the team. Like, you know what? No, I'm gonna back them, or I'm going against them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I did with United against Newcastle. I just didn't see us playing too overly confident, which we didn't. I don't think we had the best game at all. I think we struggled against Newcastle.
I called a draw for that. You called a loss.
I thought we were gonna lose. Yeah. And honestly, if Newcastle were a bit more lethal up forward and they made the best of their chances, they easily could have beaten us because we didn't do that. I think we both played a pretty similar game, but Newcastle I think they had a lot more pressure up going up the field in terms of like them going up as a group. I think they really know how to play in a compact fashion, and our defense was just overwhelmed at times. And I'm surprised that it didn't end up in a loss. Like, honestly, like what I suggested would happen nearly happened. So, I mean, you can say it's wrong. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get the tip, but I think it was pretty close in terms of what I watched anyway. So yeah.
Anyways, as well as getting the 4 out of 10, I also got 2 correct scores.
You got 2. Okay, shit. That means you're extending your lead against me.
I got 1-0 Wolves Forest.
That's good. That's
and
solid.
The 2-0 Chelsea Villa due to a Kepa Arrizabalaga masterclass.
Ah, mate, he's unreal. I said it a couple of weeks ago.
He did. He said it a few pods ago.
I said he's when he makes mistakes, they're the ones. Those are the highlights that come out of that come out. But when he plays well, it's very, for some reason, no one talks about it. And I've always said he's a good keeper. He just makes mistakes at times. And I did say the best of Arrizabalaga is the worst of De Gea. I did compare when they are playing the best, versus De Gea's worst is the same. It's not the same. I was only I was just over dramatizing. I'm a United bum boy, as they like to say. So as my boys like to say to me. But I think Chelsea. I think Potter's done alright with putting him in goal for sure.
I've got something to say about that, but before I do, that puts our total scores currently to Daniel with 10 points and myself with 15 points.
Okay, alright, well,
pulling away.
Yeah, pulling away, but let's see what ends up.
So this game week is currently still going. There's still 2 games to be played.
Yep.
And we had 1 postponed game, Arsenal City. So this is out of 9.
It's because Arsenal's playing.
Arsenal's playing Europa League tomorrow. Yeah. So currently 2 games to play, so it's out of 7 now. We've both got 3 out of 7 so far. But you got a correct score. Palace Wolves 2-1.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Shit.
Palace Wolves 2-1.
Wolves 2-1.
Yep.
You're laughing, bro. No way.
Not bad. So you're actually on 5 points. I'm on 3. But still 2 games to go, so we'll tally it up after that.
Yeah, alright, next time, whenever we say we're announcing the results, let's just say the points. Let's not mention out of, because like I said, it depends on
everyone
yards, talking smack. It's easy to get over over the top and just call out bullshit. It's fun. It's fun. I like putting my shit out there.
Unless it sounds good, I'll leave it out. But everyone knows it's out of 10 anyway every game week.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah,
we don't need to talk about it.
Unless you get a 0, then I'm going to highlight it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
or a 10 out of 10.
I deserve to cop that, of course. But that'll never happen. So I'm confident that'll never happen.
Yeah. Anyways, Graham Potter and Kepa Arrizabalaga. First of all, Kepa had the absolute game of his life against Villa.
Yeah.
And he even put in a shift against... My mind's blanking.
Brentford. Yeah, Brentford.
Yep, they probably had the better chances, to be honest with you. And replacing Mendy with Kepa.
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure the main motivation about that is Kepa's better with his feet. And Mendy's been having a few blunders.
Yeah, we all know that, yeah.
And here's the comparison. He did the exact same thing at Brighton. He replaced Matt Ryan with Sanchez.
Interesting.
For the same reason.
Interesting. Yeah, okay.
And at Brighton, he also sold Aaron Moy. So conspiracy theory, he hates Australians.
Yes, done. That's it. But Aussies can't pass. No, I'm joking. Moy being a midfielder, of course he can. But
Aaron Moy.
How can you go from all these other keepers getting dropped because of their ball handling ability, but then when it comes to Aaron Moy, it's all of a sudden it's a prejudice against Australians?
Yeah.
Graham Potter knows what he's doing. Come on, mate. Aaron Moy was on the way out. Everyone knows it. Yeah. Aaron Moy was on the way out. So he's just palm him off to China. And we don't need him anymore. Matty Ryan, he just didn't fit into his style of play, and that's that, again. Like I'm gonna bring up the Joe Hart example with Pep Guardiola. You know, like it's just you're just not good enough. Sorry, man. In terms of what I want out of you, so yeah.
Well, that's it. Anyway, Graham Potter, you're on fraud watch for probably not believing Australia is a real place or some bullshit. Like
Probably thinks that it's flat too.
I still love you when you win, but
flat earther, I would say.
Flat earther.
Far out. No. Are we done? Are we done with the results and whatnot?
Yeah.
Are we? Shit. Okay.
That's all the Premier League results done.
Yeah.
There was no Champions League since our last pod. We did.
That's why they've overstacked the games. Yeah.
Stat. I got a stat for you. Trevor Chalobah has never lost a game he's started for Chelsea.
Interesting. Any game. Doesn't matter home or away.
Home away.
Chalobah.
Never lost. Drawn, won, never lost.
That's huge. There's actually that can go a long way, but can obviously build pressure on the player inside as well. Yeah. I mean, like there could be one game, and you hope it's not an important game in which it's like, okay, I don't lose here, or I don't. You know, it's a big game. Now I've got pressure on me. You know, if that's like with the Virgils and your Manes, even though Mane ended up finishing his Liverpool career not having lost at Anfield, which is just
crazy,
ridiculous. Like he came and went, and he did not sense the didn't sense the feeling of defeat.
There you go.
You know, Virgil van Dijk's almost the same, and you see it now how the expectation has sort of like withered away at Van Dijk a little bit. I don't know. It's obviously injuries too, but
now instead of he keeps his never been dribble past stat by just running away from the ball.
Running away from the ball, or just getting the player before the ball goes past him.
Yep.
He's come. I thought it has been broken. I thought there was an instance.
I think it has.
I think it was like once, but still, insane stat. Stat. So yeah, Chalobah is a good inclusion for Chelsea, and I think he's done really well. I think he's done very well. Like in terms like when I first saw him playing, I had this sense he was like a real attacking player. Like he loved going forward. I didn't realize
he played midfield, defensive midfield.
He did, yeah.
I want to say Fulham.
I was gonna say there's definitely that to his game. I definitely can see him push. Like he always, he knows his way around just on top of the box. Like he just knows where to be.
That's how the centre backs, especially the wide centre backs in the back three at Chelsea, will play. They'll play higher up, a lot of passing. So
yeah.
He's probably playing more advanced there than he was as a defensive midfielder at Fulham.
Yeah, it goes to show the quality of the team and what quality of team allows you to do in terms of your freedom to play around on the park. Like if you're at a Fulham, but that would have been a championship at the time, no? When he was playing there.
Yes.
So
they might have. I don't know. Fulham's up and down all the time. So.
Yeah, so it's hard to keep track. But being at Chelsea, obviously, you know, they're a lot more. Yeah, they demand a lot out of their players in terms of running wise, and as a CDM at Fulham, I could imagine that. You know, it just depends on the manager.
Was that his brother?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't know he was at Fulham. I had no idea. I didn't really keep tabs on. I have no idea. Like I saw Chalobah first when he played at Chelsea.
He's got a brother, and I'm blanking on which one of them played where.
All right. Well, don't put anything down on the record because just in case you get it severely wrong.
Yeah. Don't quote me on any of this.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Don't quote me on anything I say in any podcast.
Purely for entertainment purposes. There's no facts said in this. No, I'm only kidding.
Anyways, last podcast we had a big discussion about who should be starting at right back for England.
Yeah, we did too.
And now Reece James is injured.
Yeah,
no World Cup.
It's not good, man. It's not good at all. I can't. The injuries are starting to seep in now prior to the World Cup, and now it's like, okay, like he's a pretty instrumental part to England, same as Conte for France. Like now you've got to reevaluate what they're gonna do. Like because at the end of the day, like James was one of the most reliable players in the England squad, unless Harry Kane pops up and does what he used to do for England, and that's score plenty of goals. But yeah, I think now there's going to be a big discussion about where exactly what happens and what happens with other players in that squad. Because without James, I just don't see. I hate to say bringing this idiot up. Sorry, I don't want to say idiot. He's a human at the end of the day, but I want to bring this klutzy motherfucker up, being Harry Maguire. Like, I just don't know what's going to happen with that England squad if they opt to go 3 in the back now. I just don't know what's going to happen. Because they just might. They might have to.
It brings the best out of Trent, but do they just play Trippier or Walker instead?
I think just to be safe, yeah, for sure. And then it'll allow...
I think Walker starts.
Walker covers.
I think Walker starts.
Well, if Walker starts and he's able to cover, he might be able to cover Maguire as long as Maguire's on his side of defence.
No, but it should be...
Maybe they can make it work with him.
If I was picking... Seeing that Seeing that Reece James is injured, I would now pick Walker, Tomori, Stones and Chilwell. But I don't think that's what Southgate's going to pick. I don't think he's going to pick Tomori. I don't even know.
Walker, Tomori, Chilwell. Nah, that's too small. It's way too small. You can't have that. You can't have that. It's all of them as centre back. Wait,
No. Back 4.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were 3 at the back. Yeah.
No, back 4. Chilwell, Tomori, Stones, Walker.
Why Tomori?
Who's better? Maguire's better? No, he's not. Who? Dyer? He's not.
Nathan Ake is English, isn't he?
No. Dutch.
Is he Dutch?
He's Dutch.
Jesus Christ. We're going to have to cut that out. We're going to have to cut that out. I need to stop guessing nationalities. Nah, with, yeah, I don't know. I think,
I don't think there is.
No. Maybe. I don't know. England gives me shits because you could say this is the teams they should be going with, but Southgate's not gonna. Not Cody. No, definitely not Cody. But like you just don't know who they're gonna play the best with, and that's where these tournaments that like the Nations League and everything that build up to the World Cup, like it's where it's important to sort of be able to experiment and just see how players play together. And now that James is out, that's a big hit. So we can, like I said, we can sit here and say like they should be lining up like this, but we don't know how they're going to play together because England, as everyone knows, for the longest time now has just struggled at an international level, apart from last Euros and World Cup. So yeah, they've improved slowly, but they may have hit their peak. I don't know yet. We don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. So, yeah.
What else happened? We've got the El Clasico happened.
Yeah, man.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Fede Valverde.
You don't have your Barca kid on this week, huh?
Nah.
Interesting, that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm more of a Real Madrid boy.
Nah, but you got a Messi. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
I don't blame you. Ronaldo top. I got one of each. Like,
I don't blame you.
Come on.
It's pretty solid.
I'm definitely more of a Real Madrid boy over the years. Gareth Bale was one of my favourite players ever.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He should have gone to Chelsea too, I reckon. Anyway. So, I think, they... How do I put it? That game just showcased all the young talent that's yet to come up in, your respective clubs being Barcelona and Real Madrid. I think, Pedri... Just I can't like that guy is just I can't explain his movement. It's just he's like a ballerina, man. Yeah. Seriously, he's like a ballerina on that field. He's just so free and he's just can run for day and I'm not surprised after watching that game to see how he was able to put those run of games together. Like, it was a ridiculous amount of games he was playing. Like 2 years straight he was playing, and by the end of it, he had it looked like he hadn't slept for weeks. Like his body, but his body can just keep up. Just mentally, it seems like it's just a lot for him. So he was just gliding around like a ballerina, like I said. Valverde again. Oh man, his goal was just so precisely
power,
put.
Precision.
It was awesome.
Ridiculous.
It was awesome, and it was just it was an entertaining game. And I think I don't think anyone could say it's boring. And just the likes of Rodrigo and Vinicius being able to, running behind, just exciting to watch. Benzema scored his first goal in 5 games, I believe, in the Liga.
Right.
And, it was a good timing as well after what happened this week. In terms of the Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or winner. Karim Benzema.
Man, that's, about time. There was, he got some recognition, I think. I think he's been, apart from that season, I think it was 18-19, where he just didn't play that well. And a lot of people defined him through that season, which I thought was wrong. I think before that and after that, now ultimately, as you can see, he's just been a phenomenal player. He just had phenomenal people around him at Real Madrid, and now that he's taken up that leadership role, he's
stepped up,
done amazing. And look, man, he's the best player in the world.
Well deserved, 100%.
Yeah, and we'll see what he does at the World Cup too.
Yeah, I finally gets to play for France.
Yeah, very, very controversial.
Yeah.
Circumstances being behind, the what was the scandal with? Was it Frank Ribery? That's why Ribery didn't.
Wasn't it Valbuena? I've got that name.
Valbuena. Yeah, you're right. It was Valbuena. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He was at Newcastle for a bit. Valbuena.
He wasn't he?
Yeah. So Valbuena, Benzema, and Frank Ribery was involved in this scandal. If you guys don't know, and it involved illicit things such as, I'm not going to say such as, but
allegedly.
It wasn't alleged. I think it was found out. It was prostitutes were involved anyway. That's the most I'll go into it. And it was pretty reckless by the three. And they ultimately got banned from playing for France, and they missed out on a World Cup. And so
I hope tonight was worth it, boys.
Final appearance. But it obviously was worth it because obviously not. No, so now that you've got Benzema back in the squad, with France,
they still get
winner.
They're going to get knocked out of the group stages.
The curse is going to prevail. I think the curse will.
And Australia is in that group.
I was about to say because of one key factor, and that is Australia. Australia will qualify. We will beat France. I'm kidding. We're not going to beat France, but I just think, like I said, there's a possibility of us making it, but it's obviously very slim. Like, it's so heartbreaking seeing all these videos about predictions coming into the World Cup, like all of these, all this metadata, like all this data used to predict, and not one video involves Australia. Not one video says Australia has a chance, because there isn't. It doesn't exist. It's so fucking sad, but it's so fucking true. 270 minutes of football.
Yeah.
In 270 minutes, anything can happen, and you're already written off before it even starts. You know.
Anyway, so back to the Ballon d'Or. Who came second?
Mane.
Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
And I've had this saying for a while now. He's better than Mohamed Salah. Okay? He's better.
Different players, and you know.
Look, I think. Here's my reasoning. Yeah?
I want to hear it.
As a footballer, Mane is better. More talented. Just better. Right? The only reason Salah got all the goals and everything was because Liverpool's system catered to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got Mane, he's killing it at Bayern. Like, you can say, I didn't want to kill it at Bayern. But he was also at Southampton scoring the fastest Premier League hat-trick ever. Pretty sure it still is.
Yeah, but at that point, I think it probably still is.
I just think you put Salah without Klopp's system at Liverpool, average.
Oh, all right. There's one thing saying no. Aiden, God damn it. There's one thing saying Mane is better than Salah, but there's another thing saying fucking if it wasn't for Klopp's way of play, Salah would be an average player. That's ridiculous. Come on, man. Come on, don't be stupid.
All right, maybe not average, but it definitely helps him.
He was a record holder in terms of...
That's about to get smashed anyway.
Huh?
That's about to get smashed anyway.
Look, no, let's just stay on topic. We know Haaland is an alien, but when it comes to consistency, though, you can't argue that. He's got to have. He's got to have.
I just think Mane was. integral in that Liverpool team.
Of course he was. No, I completely agree. Salah wouldn't have been able to do the things he did without Mane. Mane was a harder worker. He ran back a lot more, and you see the gaps now with Liverpool. You just see it. And I think that's what's going to be highlighted now, and I think that's where I think Klopp's going to definitely be labeling that as one of the main points. So yeah, it's just, you know, you need every cog to be working in the system, and you take one out and the whole thing falls apart. So, you know, I think they just need a proper replacement, and I think they've got you know, talented players there enough, like, you know, Diaz and Jota, if he wants to play on the wing, for Nunez to come into the middle. I think those players can definitely put in a shift for certain, because they've both got heart. You see it on the pitch. So I think, you know, with Robbo in there too, I think it makes it, you know, I think it makes it possibly overshadows what Mane did on that side. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there.
I'm trying to find their total goal contributions while at Liverpool.
I think Salah would have had more for sure. For sure. Nah, for sure. Stop trying to find evidence on why Salah is sub. Bro, he went to Chelsea. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, he was shit.
Yeah, but I know what you're doing here. You're trying to, like, compensate for Chelsea, being like, no, you know, anyone could have been in that position.
But if he stayed at Chelsea, he would have been shit. He would have stayed shit.
But that's the case with every player that does well after the fact that they've been transferred. Like, you know, you got your De Bruyne's as well. You got your Lukaku's. You got your Pogba's.
Yeah, on the back of your top right now.
I told you not to bring that up. I like this kid, alright? Leave me alone.
No, yeah, it's actually nice.
I'll froth this kid.
I like the Chevy badge on it.
I hate it. Alright,
really?
It suits it, I guess, but I don't know. I hate it.
I like the Chevy. I never liked it.
I never liked it. It's because, you know, you got people that put these badges on Holdens in Australia, so you know what I mean. It's like, you don't want to see that. You don't want to be seeing that. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see. If you haven't found any evidence on Mane, just let it go. Let it go, for the love of God.
You know what? I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up next pod. And
I get it. Mane finished second.
I'll take it,
Mane finished second in the Ballon d'Or, and that included his time at Liverpool. I get that.
I just think he's a better, naturally gifted footballer than Salah.
Yeah, you could say Salah has a lot less dimensions to his game. Yeah.
Premier League wingers all-time list. It's without putting much thought into it. It goes Hazard, Mane, Salah.
Wingers.
Yeah.
Like all-time Premier League. Really?
Oh, not between those three, without putting any thought into it.
Yeah.
Like.
Just you mean like
out of these three?
Oh, out of them three. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
That's gonna piss a lot of people off.
Yeah,
you know what?
Too. Who'd you put first?
Hazard.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'll take.
Oh, look. It might be.
That's another tough one.
It might be Hazard, Salah, Mane, but.
There's another.
Maybe in terms of what he's actually accomplished, Salah has to be better than Mane on the list.
Salah has to be better. Yeah, it has to be. I'm telling you now, man. Look. In terms of the impact, in terms of who people are going to be talking about in the future, it's going to be Salah, man. It's just going to be. He scored in the Euro in the Champions League final as well. Like, doesn't matter how shit that game was too. Oh my god, man, what a ball that was. If he
has more total goal contributions than Mane, I'm gonna kick off. I mean, sorry, if Mane has more goal contributions at Liverpool than Salah, I'm gonna kick off next pod.
Well, alright, fine. Let's say alright. That's an ongoing saga.
If not, I'll take the L.
It's an ongoing saga with you. You can't let it go, mate. No. You can't. Alright, we'll put it to bed next week. We'll figure out.
If I'm wrong, then I'll take it on the chin. Alright, I'll take it. Fair enough. Maybe next pod we do a all-time Premier League wingers top 5 or something.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
Yeah.
But again,
we did strikers last week. Maybe wingers next week.
I think the strikers are more definitive though. Wingers is going to be.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be dependent on how you like to see your teams play and whatnot.
Does Ronaldo make the list
as a winger?
Yeah.
Oh, back then for sure.
Back then, Because you got to look at just when we're talking Premier League wingers, you got to look at just the Premier League, the time he's in the Premier League.
Yeah, of course. No, of course. I'm not gonna.
Does he make top 5?
Refer to his time at Real Madrid.
No.
I think the last few seasons, I think he had a similar.
I think he gets in.
Yeah, I think he does get in. He's won Golden Boot as well. Scored a freakish amount of goals in one season. So in the Premier League as well. I forgot it was like 30, I think. Or he's 31, 30, something like that. But for winning Champions League that season to winning the league, yeah, it was a solid season. I think it has to be footnoted as one of the better seasons of any winger.
Yeah, for
sure. So anyway, yeah, Ronaldo, yeah, for me does go on that list, but there is definitely a lot. There's a lot more. So many you can.
Because now we're looking at 2 positions technically instead of 1.
Yeah, exactly. So because left mid's pushed up to midfielders pushed up as wingers as well. Yeah. So yeah, you got to keep that into consideration.
Maybe we can do top 10.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll come back next week and do a top 10 on the wingers. All right. Yeah. So.
All right. What's next on the topics list?
I wanted to discuss. Yeah. I've sort of touched on it, but United with Newcastle. Yeah, probably no, not Newcastle. My bad. United with Tottenham. That just happened overnight. Yeah, I caught most of it, and I found that we played well, but I think I think Conte was very ballsy in selecting to have 3 at the back and Dyer being there. I see how Dyer is a well-rounded defender, but he's just not good enough to stop the likes of the boys up forward, the boys that we have. I just don't. There was too much space going in behind again. You can't be. Your wing backs have got to be on ball, man. They've got to be on ball. If you guys are struggling down back, man, you stay back until you can wrestle the game back. And I just didn't see Tottenham settling themselves at all whatsoever. Like United, we just seemed like we were just a lot more comfortable, and whether that's because of we came back out with a point to prove, I don't know. But what Conte said about last season, with last time we played him, he's like, Ronaldo beat us, and looks like United beat you this time, mate. So
did I see Ronaldo walked off down the tunnel at the 80th, 9th minute or something?
Yeah, it wasn't.
But there were still 2 subs left to be used.
Like, I just don't know. He's obviously been told, like, you're not coming on. I don't know what position he has in that club, whether he's like a mentor, which he definitely would be, but like, if you're a mentor, do you leave the pitch that early? No, you don't. No. So it's like, he's probably just helping so one thing I actually want to point out, I forgot who said it, someone on Sky Sports. They said that Ronaldo is just stunting the growth of the forwards at United, and I couldn't disagree more. Because he was taking up time on the pitch, you could have, these younger boys coming on and starting, but you've still got Martial, who's easy to just slip back in. I believe.
Did he play this morning?
Honestly, like, in terms of what I remember, it was Rashford up front. It's just sometimes these players, Rashford and Martial sometimes play the same. They're just so fucking one-dimensional sometimes.
Yeah. I did bring Rashford into my FPL team because I thought he was turning it around. He might be, but
no, I think he's gonna have a semi-decent season. But Rashford in there, I see how it could impact Rashford, but Rashford doesn't want to.
I feel like Rashford's better as a winger.
But the thing is, he's a one-footed player, and I think the whole league has realised that now. And now we've got 2, like I said, we've got 2 one-footed players on the team now, on both
wings.
Well, that's why Rashford sort of, I think he's better up front because it makes us a bit less, unpredictable.
Yeah.
And if you have Sancho on the left, he can do anything on that side. So in regards to Ronaldo and his impact on the team, I think he's still got a lot to give the team in terms of, letting the players, just guiding them towards where they need to be. Though I think that might be running out now. I think after seeing that, it's sort of like, it's so... It's so frustrating to see. Like, just fucking stay on for another 2 minutes, man. Like, just stay on for another 2 minutes. That 2 minutes that your ego has decided, no, you don't have to be on anymore. On the pitch anymore is just putting a wedge in between you and the team and the supporter base, and he's throwing things in headlines. It's just like, let's just keep this boat stable, and let's just keep sailing forward. And let's just do what we need to do in order to keep going forward. You are contracted at United. I understand whatever you decided, or whatever you decide as to why you moved back to United. Yeah, I'll be starting every game. Not happening now. So with the chances you get, do well. But other than that, you're gonna have to just sit down and do what the team's asking you to. And if not, then, sorry, man, you're a professional footballer at the end of the day. You're not above anyone. I love you, Ronaldo. I think you're one of the greatest of all times. But it's like, okay, it's disheartening. I'm like, yeah, you can go, you leave, no worries. But he hasn't left, and it's like spiritually he has. And it's just like, you're still fucking here. You're still fucking here. So.
I think his loyalties aren't to United, to be honest. I think he's a Real Madrid legend, and United comes second to that. I think if he had a chance, if he had the option to go to City, he might have done that. I feel like he would have done that.
Yeah, no, it was very close. It was a real chance, but we did it out of spite. We're like, we cannot, because I would have. I'm telling you now.
Let me rephrase it. He has loyalties to Sir Alex, not to United.
Yeah. I see.
That's better.
I see. Well, because at the end of the day, the United he knew doesn't exist anymore. No. You've got, like I was going to mention, you've got owners who they're not owners. They're just investors, and they don't really care what happens with the club, and they're happy to leave decisions.
He was happy to go to anywhere. Last window, he would have gone anywhere, I think.
No, I was going to mention in regards to Ronaldo's decision making. He would have been told by the right people at the club, not by the Glazers themselves, that we want you and you will be integral parts of the team, and that's what happened. But at the end of the day, Glazers have probably had no say in that, and even if they did, it would have just been from a financial point of view. If they didn't sign him and he went to a rival like City, like especially City, they would have been I'm telling you now, they would have been marched out of that building. There's no way. That's why they realised, fuck, we need to start spending money, and this is where it's got to start.
Yeah.
So, Ronaldo, that's a big saga. It's annoying.
Looks like he's just kind of trying. He's just pushing through till the World Cup, go away with Portugal, come back in January and try and get another move, maybe.
I don't know if don't know if he's gonna leave in January. Like, where's he gonna fucking go? I don't know.
Apparently Chelsea is the one. But I don't see how there's...
I see it for some reason.
I kind of see it. I feel like he would take it, but I don't feel like he would even start over Aubameyang.
Man, you just don't know.
Maybe he starts and Aubameyang doesn't get much game time. I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. You don't know. At the end of the day, it depends on how they play and how they train, and let's just see what happens. Aubameyang may become just complacent, and we all know that about him, that he does slack off whenever he gets comfortable. Yeah. And with Ronaldo coming in, who knows? Maybe Ronaldo will show Aubameyang's true level and show that, you know what, he could be playing better. I am the better individual at the moment. That's the great thing about Ronaldo. He just brings the best out of everyone too.
Yeah. Think of that front three. So odd to me. Sterling, Ronaldo, Mount. Sterling,
it
Ronaldo,
is odd.
Havertz.
It is odd, isn't it? Nah, they'll be. Look, man.
Like if you told me a year ago that our front three we were gonna have Ronaldo, Aubameyang, and Sterling.
All from your rivals.
I would have told you to fuck off.
Yeah, all from your rivals as well.
Bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it was it's pretty unbelievable if Ronaldo ends up going back to, not going back, if he ends up going to Chelsea, and then with the likes of Sterling, and
you know what?
It's weird.
If Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, I would love to see him at PSG. Just because I want to see Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar.
Is Messi going to stay, though? Is Messi going to stay?
Well, he's going to stay for the rest of this year, at least. He's not going in January.
Yeah, no.
Just for the 6 months, half a season.
To
see them both in the same lineup, that would be cool.
It would be sick.
That would be very cool.
It would be sick, but...
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know if it'll happen, but that would be cool. Just as from a fan's point of view, it would be cool. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah, honestly, I think Ronaldo's all used up at United. I'm happy to see him, excel elsewhere. But the thing is, we just don't know what. He's 38 now. You know, he's old now. It's older.
I think he's just pushing through to this last World Cup, and then he'll chill out. I think.
Yeah.
After this World Cup, he'll.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he's getting pissed off about the game time. He wants the fitness. He wants to get match fitness to play for Portugal.
Yeah. Nah,
maybe
for sure.
Maybe that's what he's thinking about.
Nah, but it's Ronaldo at the end of the day. I think he doesn't matter what form he's in. He'll come on and he'll score if he needs to. Well, he'll put in everything.
Yeah. And
the first opportunity he gets, he will convert. And it's just how he is. I don't think he's not a form player. He's just It's just class is permanent, man. Form's temporary, and that's where I get it.
It's not like not starting for United now is going to mean he's not going to go to the World Cup.
No, he's going to be starting. Obviously. He's going to be starting. There's no one really to take his sport. Maybe Lau, but just let.
Nah, he's winger. He's a winger.
Oh, but he could definitely play up front though. You've got plenty of players to do that.
Lineup? Thinking.
Solid, man. You got Ruben
Lau,
Diaz, Bruno
Ronaldo,
Fernandes,
Silva.
It's unbelievable talent.
That's strong.
You've got Patricio as well, Rui Patricio. But let me have a look.
It's actually really strong when you think about it.
Let me have a look. That's not where I want to go. World Cup.
Imagine the Portugal-Argentina World Cup final.
It's possible as well. Which is
if that happens.
Which is crazy to think, man. Just fucking crazy to think that
it's the last chance for both of them. It's crazy because they both deserve one. Honestly, they both deserve a World Cup, but it being the last one.
Fuck, this is a strong Portugal team.
It being the last one means only one of them. Do you feel like if one of them wins it, then the whole Messi versus Ronaldo debate is kind of left there?
It could be the decider.
Yeah.
It could be the decider. But all right, let's look at it this way.
I would feel really bad for the one who doesn't win it.
I want to feel
if Ronaldo wins it, I'd feel fucking bad for Messi.
Nah, but
I'd almost want neither of them to win it.
No, but if Ronaldo wins it, for me, I can't definitively say that he's better than Messi. I can't.
No?
But the funny thing is, if Messi wins it, I don't have that same feeling. I'm like, Messi is the greatest. That's why I say, Ronaldo, you're one of the greatest, because you can't deny Messi. You can't deny everything he's done up until this point anyway. You know, he's won a few Champions Leagues now. How many La Ligas, Ballon d'Ors? I don't even want to get started on that.
I think the Messi versus Ronaldo debate comes down to your end preference, just who you like more. Because they're so evenly matched in their own ways. Like, Ronaldo has more Champions Leagues. Messi has more Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo's played in more. He's scored more.
Yeah.
Messi's assisted more. You can keep going like that for a while.
You just go, here's what he's done.
I think Messi's more, like I said about Mane and Salah, Messi's more naturally talented. Whereas Ronaldo's worked, his mentality
his work so hard.
It's just above, second to none.
Yeah, he's worked so hard,
for me, I end up with Ronaldo, just personal favourite.
Fair enough.
To be honest.
Fair enough. And there's your criteria doesn't have to meet everyone else's criteria.
You see the mentality in him coming back to the Premier League at 38 years old, where Messi's going to Farmers League.
Yeah. You got something in the throat there. Yeah, the Farmers.
Sorry, I just had a cough coming out there.
The Farmers League. Doesn't test too many people, but you know what? Like in terms of the greats that go over there, but it looks like Messi. He's turned a leaf. I think this year.
I don't even think it's about. Is it about money? Why he went there? I don't think he cares about money.
Neymar,
yeah, his best mates there.
Neymar's there. He thought Mbappe wasn't a little fucking brat. So seriously, man, like fucking hell, like.
Yeah, what happens with Benzema, Vinny, and Rodrigo and all that when Mbappe comes through? If he comes through, I don't see him going anywhere else.
I don't know.
Because did you see his reaction?
Benzema won't be like
When Benzema got announced as the Ballon d'Or winner, Mbappe was in the crowd like.
Get off it, bro. Be happy for your national teammate. He
did not look happy. He looked salty.
Yeah, but like, challenge yourself, bro. Fuck off from the French league. Do something else elsewhere. Go to create the move you want. Go to Real Madrid and
maybe Ancelotti can get
titles. Win Champions League titles. Like that's what you're gonna have to fucking do, and that's what Benzema did. You know what I mean? Like, grow some balls.
Yeah.
Fucking stop being a brat. Stop making demands of your teammates, of the board, of the coaches, and just keep your fucking head down and work fucking hard, which you've done up until this point. Your ego's just gone straight to your fucking head. It's a sick joke.
Yeah.
Like
I knew being at PSG, like Neymar's not the best example to be learned from either. I knew it corrupted him a little bit, but this is worse than I thought he would get to. Because Neymar's not even that bad.
Neymar, no, he's not that bad, but he's
I thought Neymar was bad,
brat.
but now, fuck.
He's still a fucking brat.
I'm like, Neymar, you're alright now, bro.
Yeah.
Also, if I had to pick the best player in the world right now, I'd probably say Neymar.
Best player in the world?
On form so far this season, Neymar.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
In saying that, though...
Farmers League, bro. What do you mean?
Farmers League.
Come on, man. Fair enough.
When you look at that team, you have to look at the Champions League.
I think Valverde's the best at the moment.
Oh, he's definitely top 2 or 3, 100%. Tony Kroos said it. He tweeted after the Clasico, Fede Valverde, top 3 in the world right now.
Has to be.
He's definitely.
Has to be, man. He's a fucking...
He's probably 1 or 2.
Yeah, you just have to watch it. You just have to watch it. Don't fucking go on Transfer Market, look at his fucking stats. Just watch him play. It is poetry, man. It is fucking poetry.
Footbin, how many informs?
Like,
nope, he didn't even get team of the season.
Oh my god, no. There's no way he's top 5 then. Like, come on, man.
Hey,
yeah.
You talk a lot of shit about FIFA, but my knowledge of flags, unreal.
Oh yeah, you're a geography expert, man.
Geography expert, bro.
Fucking unbelievable, man. Yeah, thanks to FIFA, my Year 8 geography class was a breeze,
mate.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks, EA.
FIFA.
EA's not making it anymore after this year.
They're going to do their own thing, but I don't think they get the licensing. So it's going to be like
what are they gonna...
Manchester Triumph.
It's going to be one of those ones.
Or Chelsea Tigers or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be all those sorts of names and
we'll see. Surely,
what is it? Anyway, it's going to be that Juventus side in there too.
Oh yeah, that Juventus one. What was that called? Because they didn't get the licensing one.
Something Calcio, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Piemonte Calcio.
Or something like that.
Anyway, so enough of FIFA. That's enough airtime for FIFA. Fuck that fucking game. It's even though I bought it
after
2
the
weeks ago.
podcast last week, I slapped him up twice on FIFA. So
I do not recall. I do not recall. I wasn't myself. I was a bit tired last week, and remember, my blood sugars were down, and that's all the comments I have to say about that. So if that's it, I'd like to go. So all right, let's move on. This is Ballon d'Or Clasico. I wanna highlight Newcastle. I think Newcastle have done very well. Usually when they get injuries and they have to reshape their team, they start to struggle again. But even with the likes of Saint Maximum and
he's coming back in about a week.
He's just in and out of the team. He's just in and out of the team. He's going to be one of those players now. He's not going to be able to, like, he's been as consistent as Almiron, but now Almiron, man, he's got legs for days. He's got
coming
legs.
Into my FBL team.
He's I don't blame you, because he gets minutes. He scoring goals finally, because you saw Almiron, you know, when he came through. And no one really appreciated him, apart from the Newcastle supporters. I think Newcastle supporters knew what he did for the team. No one else really rated him, and now he's really grown into this player that's you know, dangerous now. It's like, yeah, he gets the ball a lot, but previously he doesn't do much with it. Maybe the pass before the assist, whatever. But now he's that final pass. He's the ball at the back of the net sort of player. So let's see if he continues that on.
What do you reckon? Because so since the takeover, they haven't necessarily. They've made good signings, not necessarily really expensive. Like, go get the biggest players here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, they just got good players. You know, Guimaraes.
Yeah. Isaac was
Botman. What's his name?
Which one?
Dan Burn. Dan Burn.
Yeah. True.
Unreal. Great signing. Great signing. But what is it? The players or? Is it Eddie Howe?
It's Eddie fucking Howe, I'm telling you.
He's transformed this team.
Eddie fucking Howe. I've been fucking saying this when he was at fucking Bournemouth. Like, he's like the team he had there and what he was doing with them. Like, you know, yeah, sure, ultimately, like, at the end they didn't do well, but, like, that's just bloody confidence. And I think his style of play, bro, like, with a well-funded foundation, mate, can do anything. And you saw... You've seen what they can do to the top teams, and the good thing about them is they can play out the smaller teams too. Now they're not in that bottom 10 anymore. I don't consider them a bottom 10 side anymore, and they're obviously a top 10 side, and now they can make those bottom 10 sides look like they belong there, and that's what they did against Everton, and yeah, man, I think they've just
unreal goal.
They get the results they know they can get now. You know, so I think Newcastle sitting in sixth now.
They're doing well. Yeah, they're
sitting in sixth.
I want to say seventh.
No, they are. They are sixth. They're sixth.
They're sixth
for sure, because they're just outside us.
Oh, and Liverpool seventh. Yeah.
Liverpool seventh. But Liverpool got his game in hand. Let's see, man. Let's see, because you've got Liverpool, Brighton. Like I said, was going to drop off.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that anyway.
Yeah.
Brentford 9.
After a slow start, Chelsea, United, and Liverpool are starting to turn.
Get comfy now. Get comfy, and
Tottenham's dropping off. I reckon.
I think they are too, and I think you just it's just this thing that follows Tottenham, man.
Those players at Tottenham, they're not Conte's Chelsea team.
Of course, it's not.
There's no John Terry, David Luiz.
Like I said, Conte thinks he's got better than what
Costa. It's not.
No, I know. It's not.
In saying that though, he got incredible stuff out of Marcus Alonso and Victor Moses.
Yeah, man. He transformed Moses' career.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's not having the same effect at Tottenham so far. They started strong, but
I think with a team with the patience of Tottenham, which they can be patient, but Espírito Santo is a bit. That's a bit of a shitty thing they did after 10 games. But I think Conte's a more respected seasoned coach, and now I think they've still got to bring in. I don't know if they're going to bring in better players for Conte, or whether Conte needs to change it up a bit, because like I said, the back three did not fucking work. Yeah. And Son and Kane, I think Kane belongs up front, Son belongs on the wing. Like, that is simple as that. Like, I just don't feel like Son. I think Son plays his best while coming from the midway line. I don't think he's like, you know, I just don't see him fucking playing where he's playing for much longer. I just don't see it, because they're not getting the same return out of him. They're just not. So something has to change there, for sure. So anyway,
is it prediction time?
Yeah. Predictions, or I don't know if you want to discuss anything else at all. I don't know. Or just keep it predictions now?
Yeah.
Let's keep it. All right, cool. All right, so let's get to the game weeks now. Whatever game week it is. So we've done Fulham, Villa, Leicester, Leeds, yeah?
Yeah, so we will tally those results up.
When they're done.
They're done.
So it wasn't out of 10, it was out of 8, you bastard.
It was out of 9.
Whatever, don't care.
Because Arsenal City got postponed.
Yeah.
So,
I'm right, man. Yeah. I'm sorry I don't have that bookmark in my head. Fuck me. Alright, so not first game, but Saturday, usual time.
So wait, game week.
Let's just not remember back. Game week, they're people going into their 12th game now. No, there's clubs going into their 12th game now.
Yeah, because one whole game week got postponed.
And then Forest is going to be in their 12th game after Saturday.
Oh, it's all over the place. All right, anyway, the game's this weekend.
Yeah, so let's just refer to them as this weekend.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon to Forest, Liverpool? At Forest.
Forest, Liverpool. At where?
At Forest.
Ooh.
I don't think there's...
I think... I don't know. Liverpool's been playing better, but they've been still, they're not... Their old approach was, I'm going to outscore everyone. And now they're not necessarily scoring a lot, but they're defending...
Well, they see what it's doing to their players.
All of the defensive shits, the last couple of games have actually been decent. They kept City out, and they kept... Who did they play?
Sorry, I just
West
had
Ham.
something...
They kept West Ham
I just had
Yeah.
moment there. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Nah, I think Liverpool, but...
They'll still win, but... I just bet,
but the thing is, they're going to struggle.
The scores is going to be a lot of goals, is it not? I don't think it is. And Forest going to score? I reckon they score 1.
No, I don't think they score at all. I think
it's a 1-2.
No, I reckon Liverpool 2-0.
2-0?
Liverpool 2-0, yeah. I just see... look, at the end of the day, they're struggling in terms of their injuries at the moment. They've got Jota and Diaz out.
Yeah.
And they're both going to be towards the end of the year, which is massive for Portugal now that once we were talking about him. Jota's not going to be in for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Anyway.
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes down. That's a
big
big loss, man.
Coming up to the World Cup,
it's a big loss. So I reckon Liverpool 2-0 against Forest.
Yeah. I say 2-1 Liverpool.
Yep.
I think they ship 1.
Yeah. Fair enough. I just think Forest have struggled.
They have struggled.
Up front, though. That's a thing. Yeah, but let's see what happens. Alright, so next game we've got Everton and Palace. I think Palace 2-1. They love those scorelines, man.
Home? Everton's home game?
Palace 2-1. Palace, I think it's... Once they have a lead, they do so well to protect it. So I think Everton are good enough to get through Palace, but I think it'll be 2-1.
I think it's a 1-1 draw.
Fair enough. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think the next couple of game weeks now is really going to define teams on the table as well. Because if Everton lose this game, they could potentially drop into the bottom 3 again.
Yeah.
Which I just am so confident that they're going to drop out. I just don't feel like they have the quality to last 38 game weeks. I just don't feel like they do. So...
Does Lampard see out the season even if they drop down lower?
No, I don't think he does. No.
There's a lot of sackings this year predicted.
I think there are, but generally there are.
I'm surprised Gerrard and Rodgers have their job still.
Well, generally,
especially Rodgers at Leicester. They're bottom, aren't they?
They must just believe in him. They must believe in what we've got. We'll stick to. We'll get through this difficult period. Maybe they're alright with going down. I don't know. How does that happen?
I don't know.
How does that happen, mate?
I looked cool with the glasses on. Now I look like a dickhead.
Everyone's realised that guy's dropped his glasses off his head. So you reckon 1-1?
Yeah.
I reckon 2-1 Palace's way. So City Brighton now. I think City 3-0.
Brighton had their fun. Now it's
City 3-0.
I reckon City 4-0 because they haven't been Actually, you know what? I'm going to say City 5-0.
No, they've struggled.
They've struggled recently, but they got to bounce back at some point.
Yeah, but it's
I
Brighton
think they're
too,
like...
though.
Yeah, but as I said, Brighton had their fun. Alright, now they're getting brought back down to reality. They're starting to drop already, now they're going to get a little bit of a boot.
Honestly, yeah. No, I think I'm gonna be catching you this week. I think I'm gonna be catching you this week. Yeah. I just don't. I don't know. In terms of Brighton, I think that you got to give them a bit of credit though. I know Potter's
I give them credit,
everything.
but I think City's too good. It's Manchester City, bro.
It's easy to just say City, which we should just say and just move on.
Oh.
But it's good to talk about.
Chelsea United.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Ooh.
I know. I'm scared a bit, but I'm gonna throw it out there 0-0. Another 0-0, man. Like I just don't.
It screams 0-0, doesn't it?
It always
so
does with us, though.
I
It always
know.
does with us. We never like have like huge games. Like look, 1-0, 1-0, 0-0, 3-1. Your way.
Yeah, it's been a while
2-0
since
our way, 2-1. So there's a lot of 1-0s, 0-0s. Like I just see, and the matchup, previous matches, you've got 11 wins, we've got 12, and then 12 draws. So like it's always been really tight between us.
Yeah.
I think a 0-0, or yeah, I'm gonna go with 0-0. I'll stick to it.
I can see us. I think it's gonna be a draw, but there's gonna be goals. So I'm gonna say 2-2.
Lovely. That'll be interesting. That'll be finally one of the most exciting Chelsea United games in a while. I'll never forget the times where I'd get up so early in the morning, and I'd watch 90 minutes of just nothing, and it just sucked because you just got the heavyweights up against themselves, and that's what used to happen. It was sort of like let's just lock them out, especially Mourinho's Chelsea. Fuck me dead. That was so fucking boring.
Great stuff
to watch, man. I hated it when he was coach at the helm at Chelsea because he was just so shit when we played him. It's terrible. But then I sort of got a sense for it once he was at us, and then you guys got a bit of the same medicine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll be a draw, and I think it'll be 0-0. You think it's gonna be 2-2, yeah?
2-2. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So next one, you've got Monday morning or Sunday over there. So Villa, Brentford. I think Brentford 1-0.
Brentford 1-0. I'm thinking.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Villa 2-1.
Villa 2-1.
Yeah. Villa at home. Yeah.
Yes.
Because they actually played pretty well against us. It was the Kepa masterclass that kept them out. But then also. Brentford kept us out really well as well.
Exactly.
I
think Brentford 1-0.
0-0.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 0-0.
Alright. Leeds Fulham. What do you reckon?
Leeds 3-1.
Leeds 3-1. I think draw. I think 1-1. I think
1-1,
draw.
you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you reckon 3-1 Leeds away?
Yeah. I think, Rodrigo's back, and he's also coming back into my fantasy team. So.
But Bamford
missed a penalty against Arsenal. I think we both predicted a draw for that as well.
Did we?
Hold on. Oh, I don't have it here.
It was 1-0 in the end.
Yeah, it was 1-0 in the end.
Fucking so close, man.
I don't have it written here, but it was...
fucking Bamford, man.
We both had draws. I remember that. We were like, that screams a draw. It screams a draw.
Nearly, man. It nearly happened.
Yeah.
Southampton, Arsenal.
I'm sick of Arsenal keep winning.
Arsenal 2-1.
Yeah.
Arsenal 2-1. I reckon. I just feel like Southampton are in a good. Hang on.
They're all right.
They're in a good patch of form at the moment. I was going to say. I think they're doing okay. But when does it end? Because it always ends with Southampton, and it usually ends with a big club. So
I'll go. I don't want to say the same thing, so I'm going to put.
Say the same thing if you want.
No.
It's your tip.
3-2 Arsenal.
Okay. 3-2. Okay. Interesting. Goals. All right. Wolves Leicester. I think that's a draw. I think that's another
Screams draw, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a draw. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 0-0.
No.
I think it's gonna be 0-0.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can say 1-1. Whatever.
0-0. It has to be 0-0. I don't see either of them scoring. They're both shit.
Yeah. Wait, they're
Actually,
not.
no. You know what?
They're not doing well either team at the moment.
You're going to say Leicester 1-0.
It's a really fucking important game for the both of them.
Yeah, but I'm going to say Leicester 1-0, and Brendan Rodgers is going to hold on to his job for another week or two.
Fuck. That's no, okay. That's a decent call. It's a decent call.
I think Wolves don't look like scoring. Leicester doesn't either, but Damari, Gray, and Daka, and Vardy, they can just pop up with a goal here and there.
Yeah, once Vardy comes on, maybe makes a last minute contribution. Yeah.
They'll always pull a goal out of their ass here and there.
Yeah,
one of them lot.
All right, so second last game we got Tottenham Newcastle. This is actually a big fucking game, and this is a big game for Tottenham too, because if they want to keep pushing that top 3 spot, they have to pull out results, and it's at home. I think this is possibly the one Newcastle slips up potentially, because I think the way we play is very similar to Newcastle. So I think Tottenham are going to figure out where they went wrong and fill those gaps that were very evident against us.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
So I feel Tottenham with a 2-0 Tottenham.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, 2-0 Tottenham.
2-0
I love Newcastle. Like in terms of I really like what they've done. In terms of where they've come from and where they are now, and what they're able to sort of, what sort of football they can put on now. It's really good to see. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see whether it can, if they can get a really good result out of a top team now. It's like, this is like, they've got to prove it to themselves. Like, we can win, go away against Tottenham and get a result, and get a point. They want 3 points, because they can prove themselves they can get points against big sides now. They need to get those 3 points, but let's see what happens.
I feel like I think Conte plays a bit more safe. They bounce back from their loss against you guys. They're at home. They defend. They put defending first, and then they play some counter-attacks. They might let Newcastle attack a little bit, I reckon.
That'll be interesting. I
don't know.
Yeah, let's.
I just think they might have a little bounce back.
They might, but they do definitely, in terms of their formation, they rely on forward half pressure. So I don't know if I don't know if they can afford to give Newcastle the running room they want. I think they just push up together really well.
Yeah. So
they've got to watch out for that.
Yeah.
They've got to watch
We've
out.
got one more game, don't we?
Yeah. West Ham and Bournemouth. I don't know about West Ham this year, if I'm honest.
Not convincing me.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
13th.
I'm gonna go 1-1 Bournemouth West Ham. Well, West Ham Bournemouth. Yeah, 1-1.
I think West Ham get the job done, but not by much. Just 1-0.
Yeah, fair enough.
They don't really score, but I don't know. You know what's crazy?
What's that?
I had Declan Rice in my fantasy team. I took him out, and he scored straight
good
away
one.
after that.
Yeah, that's Murphy's Law,
It's
man.
just how it works, isn't it?
It will happen. It's really going to happen. Yeah.
But you think,
if you think it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Yeah.
Because, who puts Declan Rice in the team anyway? I don't know why he was there in the first place. He doesn't score much. Like, he's great. No, he's a great player. I love him. I really want him at Chelsea.
Oh, in like their fantasy team.
As a fantasy player, he doesn't score. But all of a sudden, he just take him out and he pops one in from fucking outside
don't worry
the box
about that. Don't worry about that. That's going to happen. You miss out on 4 points, and that's it. Maybe a bonus point as well, because they come away with a clean sheet that game as well. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely.
I want him at Chelsea.
You're a week late, but
I want him at Chelsea really bad.
Yeah, it'll probably.
Kante's got too many injuries. It's time.
It'll probably ultimately come.
And I think that's exactly who could transition us to a back four, 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah.
That's how it can be done.
For sure, I agree. Well, good call today. I reckon we had a pretty good session today, mate. So
Yep.
let's leave it at that. Let's see how those results go. There's no break or anything like that, so
I don't think it's Champions League, isn't it?
it's Champions League.
back.
We'll figure out whether we can fit in maybe some sort of predictions for Champions League fixtures. Maybe we'll do that when the round of 16s come, because there's too many group stage games.
There's a lot of games, a lot of random teams.
So
I've
reckon,
never even heard of.
yeah. So I reckon we do. Like
Champions League's back.
Yeah. We do what we do with the Premier League with the Champions League once it goes to the
group stages.
knockout
stages. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
And
Perfect.
then, but before that, we've got a whole World Cup to do.
Oh man,
So
yeah.
in a few weeks,
Soon,
we'll do
man.
a whole dedicated episode for the World Cup.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I reckon we
World
should.
Cup. We'll do all the predictions.
We'll do World Cup episode. We'll do Premier League one.
We'll predict top scorer, dark horse, biggest disappointment, winners, all that, runners up, all that stuff.
Yeah,
We'll do
done.
Everything.
That sounds
We'll
good.
do all of it.
Sounds good. Your one-stop shop, mate, for football. Your footballing needs, mate.
Quality ball knowledge.
Yeah,
it's all right here.
Nah, I love the fact that we're just getting the episodes out there and
Yeah.
trying to figure out what we're best at and trying to figure out how to
Yep.
how to put it all together. I mean, just stay patient with us, and I'm telling you now, this will turn into something great. It's just just a matter of time.
Matter
I
of
think
time.
it's
Gotta
just
keep
put it
going.
all out there, getting used to being in front of a camera and mics and us two. We always used to talk shit online about football, but it's just about translating that to being able to talk about it on camera, and obviously watch what you say, because it's recorded and it's out there, and obviously we're going to say some audacious shit and we're going to predict some audacious shit, but it's all about the fun of this, like putting it out there. It's all about discussion at the end of the day. So any comments you wish to leave, I'd love it if you guys, Aiden and I would love it if you commented on Instagram posts, Twitter posts, our videos as well, for sure.
Yep. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm
working on getting it onto more streaming platforms.
More streaming
Maybe Apple
platforms
Podcasts soon. What else? Might make a TikTok.
Yeah, we're just
soon.
gonna get the content we need. So
slowly get it all out there.
we'll just continue on forward, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week, and it's been great today. So it's beautiful. Again, beautiful day in Melbourne.
Beautiful day. Yeah, last week we were inside because it was raining outside. But now we're back in the beautiful sunshine.
I know. So, but
well, I mean, you're in the sun.
yeah, I've got
a bit of shade here.
Nice bit of glare on me. It's been good.
We might need to swap spots next week because I need a tan.
Nah, you can't fuck with the method here, mate. The equation. But good luck on the weekend for the Chelsea boys.
May the best team win.
It's obviously going to be a draw.
It's going to be a draw.
It's going to be a draw. But we don't know. Our teams are capable of anything. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Ronaldo comes to his new home prematurely and gets an applause. Who knows? Like Rooney did that time. Anyway, that was funny as I remember that when Rooney was rumoured to go to Chelsea, and all the Chelsea supporters, they applauded him when he came to warm up. Like, you guys are dreaming. I remember the time you guys are dreaming. He's never gone to Chelsea. It's never happening.
That was never going to happen.
Oh man. But anyway, it was ridiculous. Anyway, let's tie it up.
All right. See you guys next time.
See you next week.
Love you all.
Shoo. It's getting more and more.
What's the new Ronaldo celebration? It was like this.
No, that was because he slept on a bus. He ended up falling asleep on a bus like that, and everyone's giving him shit for it.
No, it was a celebration. Him and Anthony were like this.
No, it's because his teammates were giving him shit. He fell asleep on the team bus like that. So everyone's giving him shit for it, and then that's why he comes out like that. He's like, because he fell asleep like this on the bus.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
well, there's a new celebration with him and
he'll be asleep on the bench against Chelsea. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully, he comes on his cause.
Maybe Anthony will do his signature Arjen Robben cut on the side on the left and curl it in far post as he does every single time.
Let's see.
Anyways,
take care, guys.
See you next time.
Latest.